The great thing about Extension is that there really aren't typical days. And that's probably the thing that I love the most about this job, but it's maybe also the most challenging.
Some of the settings that I teach in can be as varied as an actual classroom in the school, to a crop field, to a library, to a meeting facility.
A typical workday would be almost anything you can imagine. No 2 days are alike.
I know a lot of people ask you, what do you do every day? And it's so hard to answer that question because it really is varied. So it's exciting because we're always tackling new problems.
As an ag agent, on any given day, you might go out and look at trees or look at something in the home or an animal or identify a weed.
I think it's my most favorite part of this entire job is that every day I go to work and I do something different. I don't think that I've had 2 identical days since I started this job, and I'm sure that's probably what everyone else says too.
That is probably one of the reasons why I enjoy this job so much. I never feel like I'm stuck in a rut.
It's a lot of year-round. There's 4-H Council, there's youth summits in the wintertime and fall time. It's a year-round thing, and in 4-H there's always something going, and you're always planning months out, 3 or 4 months out, trying to plan and get the paperwork filled out, getting the kids registered for different events and get things planned.
In our county office, we do a lot of joint programming together. That's one of the goals that we've tried to work together as a team to really do some joint programming. So our youth development agent and I will do some joint youth programs. I work with the horticulture agent on some joint programming. So everything from, because really Extension, all the topics are interrelated.
We're just constantly changing gears from one venue to the next. What's coming up next? Getting ready for the fall programs, getting ready for the winter producer programs, getting ready for the spring programs.
When people they're at home, they're not in a perfect setting. And so when they see me doing cooking classes or nutrition classes in their facility or a facility that has less than perfect equipment, then they can see that you can adjust and it can be simple. And I think that's what the community likes about us, is we are willing to come to them.
Some days I'm an ag agent, some days I'm the 4-H agent. I also have that director role, which in a 2-agent county doesn't mean that's my full-time job, but it does mean that somebody has to visit with the commissioners and take care of the budget and financials and things like that.
Everywhere is a classroom, and folks who will recognize us from our picture in the paper with our article will stop us in the store, on the street, wherever.
I get questions at the grocery store or at church, at my kids' school, but that's good. I'm glad people are thinking about those things and associate me with a place to go to get the information.
So I don't think we're limited by a building or 4 walls and a window or whatever, but wherever there's an audience or a group of people that want to learn something, we're there.
And then one other thing that I really enjoy is working with coalitions as we are working at how we can collaborate with different agencies in our areas.
We sit on a lot of boards or advisory groups, and we work with every agency in town and across the county.
So we try to partner with other organizations in the community, like the library, local museums, our local zoo. Anybody else that's doing programming with youth, we'll partner with them and also provide youth programming.
Extension gives you the opportunity to really become a part of a community. So when I grew up, outside of Chicago in a big suburb, I loved my hometown, but it didn't feel necessarily like a hometown. And I moved into Waukegan or Kinsley, Kansas, and they loved everything I brought them. And so in turn, you become friends with those people and you gain friendships for a lifetime.
The fact that I get to be creative. I have daily radio programs and weekly newspaper columns. I get to write, I get to speak, I get to talk about things that are happening. I get to help people understand the natural world around them.
For me to be able to go into an urban county and introduce Extension to people who, like myself, didn't know it existed, and for them to learn that it's there for them and that our mission is to improve the quality of life and that there are services that are neutral and research-based in a way that is just there to help them, not to sell them anything. That excites me.
It's been good for family life. You know, I'm able to balance, you know, work and family fairly well. I think that's a plus.
Every day is different, which is the really cool thing.
But it's a chance that you get to stay active. You know, if you want a cushy job, this isn't it, because you're on the go, you're helping people have a better quality life. And that is just what's so much fun, and there's so many different ways to do it.